Hi guys, welcome back. Kaze here. We're back with the sequels, or I should sorry, we're back with the extras, which include the sequel, the date scenario, and the art gallery, which is the little cutscenes that were like special. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Takigawa, of course, Men of Yoshiwara, yay. Yeah. And I can't really comment on like what ending you guys thought you liked best because I haven't seen them yet. Yay, future me. But if you guys haven't already, let me know which one ending you thought was the best. And in the comments area below, I'll post who's going to be our next guy that we'll be doing. Because by then I should have the poll. I should know who it is. All right. Anyway, I'll see how that goes as well. All right. Anyway, let's get going. Sequel: Cat. Very descriptive name of cat. One day, well into the evening, business was dying down and the shop was about to close. Along with Motochika and our helpers, we all started putting things away. But then, brother, Kaze! Sugimi hollered out from the entrance, having returned from some errand. How many times have I told you not to cause a scene in front of the shop? I looked at my side at Takigawa, wondering what it could be. He sighed, quickly losing his patience. Come on, hurry! What do you think he wants? I bet it's nothing important. Motochika sighed again and sat down the items he was carrying. Sugimi, if you've got something to say, get in here, he shouted out towards the entrance. In just a few moments, Sugimi came in, trampling through the shop. Brother! Quiet down, will you? All this racket isn't good for the store. Quiet down, will you? All this racket isn't good for the store. Sorry. Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed Sugumi's kimono was bunched up to the sleeve. So, what is it? Meow. Um, on my way back, I heard this girl crying. I think she's hungry. Let me see. Sugimi gently unraveled his kimono and rolled it open. Meow. In his arms is an adorably cute cat patched with spots of black and white. What kind of girl did you think Sugimi had hiding in his kimono? How cute! Isn't she? Can we keep her? I wonder. I'm sure Mother wouldn't object as long as she doesn't cause problems with work. What do you think, Motochika? What is it? I glanced at Motochika's expression seemed very peculiar. He was frowning but not saying a word. Motochika? Give me the cat. Okay. Motochika plucked the cat away from Sugimi and held it in his arms. And then his face instantly changed to one of delight. Motochika, could it be you love cats? I do. I've always used to play with the strays roaming around Yoshiwara. Oh, really? The cat purred as he cradled it in his arms. It seemed to know it was in safe hands. I think she likes you. Me too. Lady. Oh, Lady. We should call her Lady. Lady? Yeah, doesn't she seem noble to you? Reminds me of the cat Lori Moyobo from the Pillow Book. I don't know what that is. Motochika, I never knew you loved cats so much. Animals are cute and innocent. Who doesn't love them? So we found some food for the cat and prepared a bed for it. However, only a few hours later... Kaze! Motochika! Startled by my mother's hellish scream, we dashed out to find her. This is terrible. Look what has happened to the fabric. What? It appeared that some of our goods had been torn to shreds. Of course, my mother blamed it on the cat. She demanded that we get rid of it at once. However, we felt too guilty to put it in the street during the night. What we did was tie a leash on her and keep her in the room. The cat didn't seem to have any complaints and curled the ball in the corner of the room. Meow! After meowing a great big yawn, the cat lied down to sleep. I can't imagine she did it on purpose. She's just like a child. They don't know any better. You're right. It would be impossible to keep her if she was hurting the business. That's what I was thinking too. Takigawa gently stroked the fur on Lady's back. His eyes were drowning with sorrow and pity. Seeing how peaceful the cat looked and how much it meant to him, I sighed. Was there anything I could do to keep these two together? Oh God, my I gotta save everyone complex. Hero complex, I think it is. Gaze, we should sleep too. He must be tired. You too. We crawled into bed and into each other's arms. His loving embrace was my bliss, my comfort. Motochika, I'll convince my mother to keep her. If she stays on the leash, there's nothing to complain about. I wonder. Motochika muttered painfully as if remembering something. He hugged me even tighter than before, and he placed a kiss on my forehead. I don't think Lady would run away even without the leash. It's like a cage. It's like a cage with it on. You can't go anywhere. Do you think she wants to be free? What do you think is better? Being captive, but not having to worry about shelter and food? Or being free, but always hungry with no place to stay? It's hard to say. Either have their merits. I know. If cats could talk, we could ask Lady herself. Yeah. I sank into his broad chest and nuzzled my nose against him. All this was depressing to think about. Which would Motochika have chosen if he could in the past? I knew it was silly, but I couldn't help but wonder. What's wrong, Kaze? He asked while gently stroking my back. I looked up at him. It was just in time for his tender kiss to softly touch my lips. First it was one, then many, as if only to reassure we were here for one another. His kiss drowned out my worries and made me realize that the present was more important than the past. I've been thinking. About what? I want to at least find her a place to live. I'll look for someone who can take care of her tomorrow. But are you okay with that? Why wouldn't I be? Because you love her so much. You could stand letting her go. Yeah, that was a mouthful that didn't make an ounce of sense. Well, I've already got a lady that's more important. Motochika buried his face in my chest to be funny. That tickles. But I kind of like this. Motochika. Maybe it'll be better if I do it on bare skin. His hand slid between the seams and crawled across my skin, and then as he squeezed a tender and soft lump on my chest. Meow. Cock-blocking kitty. The lady was staring right at me. Even though she was a cat, I felt embarrassed. That night, like many others, I fell victim to Motochika's love. The next morning, we had just entered the shop to begin work when my mother wore a haunted expression as she sighed. What's wrong, Mother? Kaze, Motochika, the fabric. This is awful. In her hand, she held a tattered and useless cloth bitten to pieces. A terrible thing considering it happened yesterday, too. But I thought it strange. They had been on a leash in my room all night. Motochika and I explained classes, but then he snapped his head as if having a revelation. These teeth marks, it's mice. Huh? Mice? This happened once before in Ohgiya. Mice got in and ate a bunch of clothes. The marks on this are pretty much identical. Mice? Seriously? She had her whole shoulder shivering in disgust when a tiny shadow scrambled past my feet. Mother! Ah! She leapt high in the air with fright. Using the time to escape, the mouse scampered away and about the room, but she could frantically chase after it. Oh, guys, fast! It was the first time I'd seen one, and I had to agree. But then, I'll never catch it. Sugumi, go grab Lady and bring her here. Motochika shouted out desperately as the skirmish with the mouse continued. Why didn't I think of that? Cows were made to catch mice. I brought her. What's going on? Ew, what is that thing? A mouse? Startled, Sugumi dropped the leash, and suddenly Lily leapt forward with tremendous vigor. Meow! My goodness! It became Lady's great battle. The way she acted yesterday, I never imagined she could move so fast. She tore across the floor like lightning, and soon, meow, The mouse had fallen. Well, did she do something about that? Right. He picked up Lady Mouse, hanging limp from her mouth. Mother let a huge sigh of relief. Are you all right? Yes, I really hate mice. And cats, too. Mochika asked as he came back in, patting Lady on the head. I don't hate cats, but, well, Whisper's Lady is innocent, so why don't we keep her? Please, she's so cute. Mother, please. After hearing all of us beg, she sighed and finally gave in. Fine, but only on one condition. While she's here, there better be no more mice running around. Don't you worry. Tsugumi, Takigawa, and I were all smiles. Lady had become an official member of the Kitsune family. From now on, she didn't even have to wear a leash. She could roam around the house freely as she pleased. What a fat cat. She looks so happy, though. As much as she could lie to my lap, Lady napped directly on top of his stomach. It was adorable seeing her drowsy little eyes winking open and close. Whenever I lie down, she always finds a way on top of me. It's because she loves you. Just wish she wasn't so heavy. So you say, but I know you like it. Pretty much. He reached his hand out and gave her a loving rub. As if imitating him, I stroked the hair on his head. When Lady purred herself to sleep, Monochika grinned happily in my lap. And that ends the sequel with a cat. Which apparently happens after the super happy ending. Because Sugumi's there, or technically that could have been Sugumi was with us in the happy ending before he left. So, whichever. Alright, let's see what our date scenario is about. Let's go. Date scenario, taking shelter from the rain. While returning home one day, Takigawa had escorted me to the large gates to see me off as usual. Oh, a raindrop splattered on my cheek. Do we have some rain coming? He looked up curiously at the sky. I hadn't even noticed the wall of ashen clouds looming heavily up above. I called a rickshaw to take you home, but oh well. By then, all the rickshaws would have stopped for the day. As if resigned to Mother Nature, Takigawa glanced upwards sorely. Let's go back to the shop. I can at least loan you an umbrella. But we haven't gone far. It won't take long if you turn back now. Takigawa snatched my hand and began marching away. His quick pace forced me into an awkward gait between walking and running. Sorry, but we have to hurry. He must have noticed how much I was struggling to keep up. He glanced back and gave me a warm smile. Hair dampened by the drizzle, his sexy look made my heart flutter. Soon enough, we dashed under the cover of Ohgiya's awning. Rain powdered down on the roof, pouring heavily off the edges. It came down more than I thought it would. I know. All of a sudden. While catching our breath, we looked back out at the gloomy sky. Just then. Takigawa? My entire body lifted off the ground and slipped into a cradle of his arms. We're all wet. At this rate, one of us might catch a cold. Can you let me go? I don't need you to. Hold still. You'd be sorry if you get sick. I had no idea what he was thinking. The only thing I knew was that he wouldn't let me go. Carrying me in his arms, he rushed through the halls of Ohgiya. You're freezing cold. I looked up at his face. His eyes followed the curves of his rigid and sharp jawline. My eyes followed the curve of his rigid and sharp jawline. It was hypnotizing. My heart beat wildly, pounding like a drum. Was it my imagination, or could I hear his beat as well? Finally, he slowed down as we reached the destination. He brought me to the private bath. All right, let's get these wet clothes off you. Hey, stop! He reached out and grabbed my clothes like it was nothing. Why? You'll get sick if you don't warm yourself up. But I've seen you naked plenty of times before. Hey, do you have any idea how embarrassing it was to hear that? My cheeks blushed a rosy red. Kasi, just do as I say. No, it's too bright out to be undressing in front of a man. Oh, really? A man? I'm your husband. But I've told you before, your body is stunning. It's such a shame that you hide it. His whispers stoke the flames of passion in my heart. Stop teasing me. But it's the truth, he said while shrugging and shaking his head. And then, as if struck with the idea, he suddenly started ripping off his own clothes. What? I turned away immediately. However, fine. How about now? Look at me. Takigawa! Will you take yours off now? Ooh. Oh, we never saw the front half of him like this. Oh! He asked with a smile. This beautiful body before me, I didn't know what to do. But then, I saw it. His black scarf tore from shoulder to shoulder. He wanted to hide it so much, but here he was, showing it to me. I guess I don't want to catch a cold. That's right. That's right. Takigawa reached out once more for my clothes. This time, he smoothly peeled them off me and took off my sash. My breath quickened. It was because he stood there just staring at my naked body. That alone was enough to make my heart beat faster. See, you're shivering. Yeah. His warm hand graced my chilled skin with a soothing touch. You should have listened to me sooner. What's he winking? Sorry. I better warm you up pronto. I like his devilish look. He smirked. A smile caught me off guard and sent a shiver of emotions down my spine. It would do the same for me, girl. His hand slipped behind my back, and once again he lifted me up. Takigawa, I know how to walk, you know. But this way is warmer, isn't it? He was right. His toasty skin on mine denied all cause for complaint. Beth is a bit hot, though. With me still in his arms, he lowered himself slowly into the water. Even as I sunk in, he still refused to let me go. You all right? Yeah. Then why do you keep staring away? Because I was embarrassed. Too bad there wasn't even enough steam to hide everything. You're such an innocent girl, aren't you? It's normal to be embarrassed. Really? I wouldn't know. I've never bathed with a woman before. So, I'm your first? That's what I'm saying. For some reason, that made me incredibly happy. I knew it was a childish feeling, but I couldn't help it. You look happy about that. You're adorable. His fingers curled around my jaw. Slowly he leaned in, leading with his lips. But he stole both a kiss and my breath in one swift motion. As the kiss went on, it became deeper, more passionate. To the point where it was hard to breathe. Just as my thoughts grew faint, it ended. It's hard to kiss in the steam. Shades of pink colored his flushed face. Oh yeah, he is kind of blushing, just a teeny tad in there. Yeah, and they're still like looking. The thing about it's like your mother gave you this tattoo, but at the same time she did a long job on that. Dang. You think so too? Yeah, I'm not used to it. Are you going to faint? You look all red. So do you. Our fingers reached out and touched one another's face. Wearing a grin, he gently stroked his fingers along my cheek. How about I wash your back? No, thanks. I'm fine. I don't care if you're fine. I'm doing it anyway. He snatched up my hand while I hesitated and yanked me out of the bath. I was so embarrassed, my body froze in shock. Unfortunately, it also meant he could do whatever he wanted with me. Sit down here. Sit down there so I can wash you. Okay. I followed along, too ashamed to do anything else. Takigawa, on the other hand, was clearly enjoying himself. It wasn't fair at all. If you get stuck in rain, it's good to warm up with a bath. Hey, that tickles. What tickles? That spot on my back. Right here. Stop it. Oh, I found it. His soapy hands ran across my skin. As I twisted and turned from his touch, he slid up and down my back. I moaned lightly. Does it feel that good, Kaze? His hot breath whispered in my ear. He reached around me, pulling his body next to mine. Hey, stop teasing me. I'm not teasing anybody. I'm just washing your back. Takigawa snickered, failing to hold back his laughter. He was having too much fun. Fine. Now let me wash your back. I think I'll pass. Really? I'm not. I'm going to. Really? I'm going to do it whether you want me to or not. What? What? Mm-hmm. I rubbed the soap between my hands before reaching for him. His solid body, hard as iron, twitched when I touched it, as if shaking me away. Let me wash you real good. Hey, that tickles. Just put up with it. Cause I... His body squirmed just like mine had before. Even Takigawa seemed to have a ticklish back. I put more soap on my hands and went back to work. Kaze, he bizzled as if trying to contain himself. Something about it made his face very seductive. I stopped my hands. Kaze? He turned around and looked at me, eyes verging on tears. What? Why? I slid my arm around his neck and hugged him. What? Takigawa asked curiously in a meek voice. I held onto him and I saw the black wings on his back. The bathwater must have heated his skin to the point where it showed up. I slid my hands down to touch it. He shivered slightly. I clung to his slippery body, pulling him close as I could. My fingers traced across his wings, feeling a rough, bumpy surface where my fingers met the scars. It looked smooth, but it really wasn't. It made it feel all the more precious. I can't help it. I love your wings, even if you don't. Then that makes them worth having. Takigawa's soapy hands pulled me tight. Our skin pressed together. I didn't want to let go. I wanted to hold longer, closer. With that in mind, our lips naturally moved closer. Achoo! Suddenly I snapped my face aside for a sneeze. Fortunately, I missed his face by a hair. So much for taking a bath to prevent a cold. A brief smile formed on his face. It was matched by one of my own. I'm getting cold here. All right, let's rinse off and get dressed. Eee! I squealed when he doused me with a splash of water. Nothing could stop the playful quarrel that ensued, but our mischievous bath time soon came to an end, escaping the rain. Finn! That was cute. I like that. All right, let's see what our pictures got for us. Let's see what Takigawa's over us. That was it? Oh, okay. I thought I'm so used to Destiny's Princess. If you click it, it zooms out just a little bit more. Nope, not here. A phoenix. And then there's the phoenix right there. That's really nice kimono, and purple looked great on him. I'm so sad that it got ripped, but those wings are so nice. I like that. I never really explained why I had gold, and I don't know why this is a photo, because it's nothing. It doesn't even have him in it. And oh my god, this was just so freaking hot, I thought. I was like, oh my god, yes. Oh, our happy ending one. That was cute. And our super happy ending one, which was just friggin' adorable. It's like, oh, they're so cute together. Alright, so therein wraps up the extras. After this, we should be having our next guy coming out. I'll post the links down, or comment section down below, who our next one's gonna be. So yeah, if you guys like the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. See you next time. Kaze out.